today we're going to be getting freaky with the NECA AvPR Alien Warrior, a personal favorite of mine that I cannot wait to dive in. So without further ado, let's begin the review.
Crude but effective. You're outmatched.
Is that all?
Alright, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit up my channel for more action figure videos. If you subscribe, hit the little bell icon, otherwise YouTube won't let you know I uploaded jack. And if you haven't checked out the last video I uploaded, please do at the info tab popping up on the top right of your screen. Alright, not to be confused with the warriors from Aliens, although I wouldn't blame you if you did. The xenomorph warriors that invade Earth with the Pred Alien use a very similar design body-wise, at least with the warriors from the original Alien vs Predator movie, although there are some differences, most notably the ribbed domeless head, which is a design that I always really enjoyed. NECA did a wonderful job here sculpting these, and given that it was one of their earliest releases, I wish I was able to get more of them given their scarcity. Just look at that head, very fierce looking. The mouth and the teeth look great, especially that translucent webbing on the side of the mouth, where it gives off that signature icky xeno saliva feel. The torso is fixed, however, as it moves upwards, it almost looks as if the warrior is starting to turn to its left a little bit. Aside from that, the rest of the figure looks exquisite. And the tail is thick, meaty, and long. Just like mine. This is a sculpt that NECA unfortunately has only revisited once, and that was for the exclusive Sewer Pizza Monster version that was a homage to the creatures from TMNT. The body is done with a black and gray plastic, and it's got almost like a silver wash to it in certain areas, especially on the front of the forehead. So it looks really great. Ooh, and is that brown I see in there? Ooh, muddy brown Xenos, my favorite. That being said, this sculpt will be the basis for the fantastic Alien vs Predator warriors, which are still to this day my favorite aliens that NECA has released. Now in terms of articulation, however, this is where the figure really shows its age. It's not terrible, but the joints over time have become pretty loose in certain spots, and of course there are some areas where it's very antiquated. To today's standards, at least with the comparison to the AvP warriors. Anyways, the head can look up and down, spin left and right, pivot as well. The mouth is where I have the most issues for some reason. The mouth doesn't close all the way, and it doesn't open too much either. You don't want to stress it. The inner mouth, for some reason, I cannot get out. I don't know for a fact whether it can actually come out or not, but for mine, the inner mouth is pretty stuck in there. Anyways, moving down the rest of the body, for the arms, you only get rotation at the shoulders, which is unfortunate, but you do get a bicep cut here, so you can get him to say hello to his friends. You do get an elbow joint there. You can bend it up to 90 degrees and stretch it out as such, and unfortunately all you get at the wrist is rotation. The upper body a little wonky. You can't actually get it to tilt side to side, spin it around as well, bend forward a little bit and bend back that much. But like I said, because of the torso looking a bit fixed, it kind of looks like the aliens trying to look to its left, but you know, you can get around that thanks to the articulation, you know what's there. It's the legs where I have the most issues with, because they have become very loose over time, and it's expected with such an older figure. But anyways, the legs can rotate all the way around. You do get a cut there at the thigh for swivel. You can split apart and come inward with those thighs as well. There is a bend at the knee, but only up to 90 degrees. Don't stress it too much. You don't want to force it and break it. And of course, for the ankle, you can move it back, move it forward, and that is just about it. For the tail, it's not going to rotate at the base, sadly, and there is a bendy wire in there, but given that this is one of the older figures, like I said before, tail is nice and meaty. Problem being is that the bendy wire isn't really going to cooperate as much as you would like it to cooperate. Granted, mine still has some movement in there, but overall it's not going to give you too much, but it'll give you enough. So overall, in terms of articulation, like I said before, a bit antiquated by design at this point, but it's not terrible like some of NECA's previous Predators that we've been covering on the channel lately. So in terms of accessories, the AvPR Warrior did apparently come with a stand that you can just plug his feet into to help him stand and keep his pose better. Unfortunately, I do not own this stand since I got this one pre-owned, so just note that it's very similar stand to the one that came with the Pred Alien. And if you haven't checked out my review for the Pred Alien, that review will be popping up on the info tab on the top right of your screen. Now on to some size comparisons, and as you can see, the Xenomorph, well, it scales pretty well with the rest of the NECA's lineup. Everything else, though, it's pretty damn big. Overall, I have to say that despite this figure showing its age when it comes to engineering, the sculpt still holds up today. And if you find one of these on eBay or something for a good fair price, then definitely snag it. Because who knows when Randy Falconator will get around to making Ultimates of the AvPR line, even though they've been teasing it for God knows how long. Regardless, I still really like this body sculpt, so I can definitely suggest that you hunt this one down. Anyways, that is going to conclude this review. If you found it helpful and enjoyable, then hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and share the video with some of your friends. And of course, collect everything, connect everything. N-Card is here with other videos you should check out, especially since you're an Alien fan like me, or even a Predator fan. Regardless, hit them up. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all soon.